Hi folks, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is my first video in YouTube. If you like the video or content, please like and subscribe. If you have any query, please comment in the below section. So today topic is UI policy and this video is recorded in the San Diego version in Servicenow. So in Servicenow, we have a configuration called UI policies. So we know that UI policy is a client side which runs on the client side to make a field mandatory or to make a field visible and to make a field read only. So coming to the docs.service now, we can see here the definition. So UI policies dynamically change the behavior of information on a form and control the custom process or flows for a task. So in the UI policies, so UI policy is used whenever the condition met. For example, you can use UI policy to make a field read only, number field read only, and make short description field mandatory and hide other fields. Basic UI policy do not require any scripting. However, for more advanced action, use the run script option. We'll show you the practical one. So before creating a UI policy, role required is UI underscore policy underscore admin. So folks, I have created a custom application, custom table as well as custom application. Okay, so it is like SBIT credit card, State Bank of India and Taiwan for the demo purpose. So when we used to use UI policies. So if for example think that this is a form I have created, okay, on a table, right? So if the end user will come and submit this form, it will be safe. But the thing is like some things should be mandatory and some things should be read only for the end users. You can see the number is editable, so if anyone come and edit anything from that, it should be read only for the end users. And whenever the form whenever the user or end user will come to submit the form or fill the data on the form, something should be mandatory. The required information should be mandatory. As we can see that the in this form we have number of fields, right? Number, name, Aadhaar card number. For the end user, it should be mandatory to fill the Aadhaar card number or PAN card or occupation, okay, and monthly income as well. Okay, so guys, we'll perform some task on this form, and what task we perform I'll just show you. Just a second. Okay, cool. So this is a custom application which I have shown you. So in this we have like separate section. So this is to make a field number field as read only, state is read only, and approval is read only. So these three field should be read only for the end user as well as for ourselves also. Okay, and then when coming to the mandatory section, we need to make name, Aadhaar card, PAN card and monthly income mandatory. And for the visible or hidden section, so do you have any other credit card? If it is true, then make then visible which type of card you have. For example, so here to make read only, first we need to make number as read only, then we need to make state as read only, because end user will just see the which state is it, right? Which state it is, whether it is requested or approved or rejected. The end user should not able to change anything on this form, as it will become read only. Okay, so coming to the UI policies, when so this is the new UI policies. If you search UI policies UI policies, so we can see here in the system UI policies we have all the records which we have created on the UI policy. So it has basically it has a table. So all the UI policies which we have created, or it will be OOB out of the box, are stored in the sys underscore u underscore policy table, right? So when for example we are creating a new UI policies. Okay, so in the UI policy there are three things important here, right? First thing is like on which table it has to be run, right? On which table this UI policy should run. Okay, next one is when to apply. So when to apply is nothing but on which condition you want to apply. For example, take an example for incident. When the incident state is closed, right, everything on the form it will become read only for the ITL users, right? So condition is important, on which condition this UI policy should be trigger. Okay, next coming to the this section, global. So if the global is marked, then it will be run on all the views. If the global is not marked, it will run on some specific views, as you can see. Okay, next, on load, whenever the form is getting load, this UI policy should run. Okay, so this is used for onload. Next, coming to the reverse if false. So reverse if false is nothing but, for example, if the condition is met, then it will run this. If the condition is not run, it will come to the initial state, right? For that we use reverse if false. If true, what will happen? If false, what will happen, right? Next, inherit is nothing but, for example, this is our table. Okay, SBIT credit card, this is our table. For example, if we have, this is an parent table and we have created one more table called child table for SBIT credit card. If this is marked, okay, just again, if this is marked, it will run as well as for the child table. So it will inherit the properties from parent to child table. So our first scenario is like to make a field read only. And what field we have to make read only? So we need to make name, state and approval, which we have shown here. Will show okay, which we have shown. So to make number field, state and approval, so we need to make these three fields read only on the form. Okay, so I'll just create. Okay, so first we need to select the table on which particularly table this UI policy should run. For example, in this case, this is an credit card table, SBIT credit card request table. So I need to make this as on this table. Okay, so first thing is to make name, okay, not name, sorry, to make number, comma. So see, I'm just describing what action I need to perform. Okay, state and approval is read only. Okay, this is our first scenario. And when coming to the order, in which order it should be run, for this I am just putting for 100, and for this we don't have any conditions. Okay, I'm just saving this form. Guys, I have saved this form. Okay, so in the related section we can see the UI policy action. So here we can make the three things in the UI policy is nothing but making a field mandatory, making a field read only or visible. So I am just creating a new. Okay, so here we can see the UI policy description which we have entered in the short description in the UI policy. Okay, to make a number, state, approval field as read only. Okay, and we have selected the table. In this table we have SBIT credit underscore request, and when coming to the application, we have application called SBIT credit card which I have created. Okay, and here we can see the three things: making a field mandatory, visible or read only. So we can see here to make a number field as read only, right? So I'm just selecting the field on the form on the table. So first thing is I need to make number as read only. So read only as true. Okay, we have three options in this. First one is making alone, leave that field. Next, true means it will work on it, or false means it will leave that form. Okay, for our use case I need to make number as read only as true. Okay, and clear the field value. I will show you this later in the end of the session. Okay, cool. I'm just submitting this. I have submitted this. Okay, just I'm reloading the form. As you see, this is not read only. When I reload the form, Yes, it become read only. So no one can edit this. Okay. And next this one state as well as approval, because the end user will not able to edit this. Okay. So that's the reason I am making number, state and approval as read only, right? I'm just creating a new one. Okay. So in the UI policy actions we can create here new one, one more, and that will be state. Okay, I'm just selecting the state. Okay, I have selected the state. Okay, and here also we need to make as man read only true. Okay, and I am just submitting this record. Okay, and I'm came here and again I will do reload. So you can see here the state has become read only, right? No one can edit this. Okay, next thing we have to make approval as read only. Approval is the approval field. Yeah, here we have approval field. Okay, and read only true, right? And just submitting it the record. Okay, now we can see the first scenario has been completed here. I have making the three field as read only. First one is the number field, next second one is the state field, and third one is the approval field. So next case, next scenario is we can see here the next case. So next thing I need to make a field mandatory. So I need to make name, Aadhaar card, PAN card, monthly income. So making a field mandatory. For example, if you are end user or if you are user, if you log into that new form and you will see this thing, these things are mandatory. First I need to fill them because these are the important. Okay, so it will be flexible for the end user as well as the person who is configuring that form. Okay, so that's the reason we use mandatory. Okay, whenever the user will open this form, these are the required information for that purpose. Okay, so next our target is like we need to create one more UI policies, and that will be a okay, it have opened the new one. Okay, okay, we have here UI policies. The next thing I'm just creating, and this will be like making a field mandatory. So I have told you like first you need to select the table on which particular table you need to perform this UI policy, and in the short description I am making to make name. Okay, Aadhaar card number, Aadhaar card number, mm, PAN card, PAN card number, and PAN card number, and one more we have monthly income. We'll just check whether we have given all the scenario. So name, okay, Aadhaar card, PAN card, monthly income. Perfect, perfect. Okay, we have given name, Aadhaar card number, PAN card number, and monthly income to make name, Aadhaar card number as mandatory, right? Mandatory. Okay, and this will be on nothing will be on this condition, right? I'm just saving this record, right? See, in the UI policy actions we need to create mandatory fields which we have given in the description, short description. As we can see here, I have given the short description to make name, Aadhaar card number, PAN card number as well as monthly income mandatory, right? So I'm just choosing the field. First thing is like we need to make where the name, right, we have name here, right, to make name mandatory as true. Okay, I'm just submitting this, and when coming to this if we reload, okay, we can see here the name has become mandatory. Next we need to make Aadhaar card number, right? Aadhaar card number as mandatory. So I have taken, clicking the field. Next field is Aadhaar card number mandatory as true, which we have taken, and just I am submitting it. So when I reload this, right, perfect, cool. Next, the third one is PAN card number. I need to make mandatory as PAN card number. Just I'm creating new. See guys, this video is recorded in San Diego. That's why the user interface is different, right? Mandatory as true. Okay, and just submitting the record. Okay, I didn't select the field here, field name, on which particular field I need to perform this. So the third field will be PAN card. Okay, I have just submitted the PAN card as well. So for this I have make an Aadhaar card, PAN card. Okay, just reloading the form. Okay, good, applied. Next, last but not the least, monthly income. I need to make monthly income as well as mandatory. Okay, new one. So I need to select the field. Okay, where is monthly income? Okay, monthly income mandatory as true, and just submitting the record. So second story has been completed as well. We can check here whether it has been done or not. Right, so our two scenarios has been successfully completed. First one is to making a field read only, second thing to making a field mandatory. The last one is like, so see, do you have any other credit card? When it is true, when the user mark it as true, then which type of card do you have is visible. If otherwise it should not visible. This is the last and final scenario for this. Okay, so this is on conditions, right? So I need to create a new one here. So I'm going to the new one because it is based on some conditions, right? Okay. mm, okay, cool. I'm just creating a new one. Okay, so I have selected the credit card request table and the short description like to show. Okay, just a second. Will Okay, I have again I'm selecting the credit card table, and to make field visible when it is true. Okay, I'm giving this short description, order is same, and I need to give some conditions, right? So when it is, do you have any other credit card? When it is true, then show the which type of card do you have, right? In our case, right? So for this I'm just creating a new one. UI policy action. See, UI policy is different and UI policy action is different. In UI policy action we will do MVR, right? That is mandatory, visible and read only. And in the UI policy we'll just do like on we just select the table and what you are doing or what conditions you are giving. But in the UI action, on which field you are doing this MVR, right? So in this scenario we have which type of card do you have, where it is, which type, last. Okay, cool. Which type of card do you have, visible, true. Okay, I'm just submitting this, and when coming to this record and I'm just reloading it. Yes, cool, it's working. Do you have any other credit card? When it is true, then it is showing which type of card do you have. But I need as well, I need to make it mandatory as well, which I have given this story here. Okay, do you have any other credit card is true, then make visible which type of card do you have, but we need to make it mandatory as well. We'll do mandatory as well, it's cool actually. Okay, we'll just do here mandatory as, we'll do from here. Okay, it's not coming, I'm just opening this one. I'm just making mandatory as true also, and just I'm updating it. Okay, I have just updated it. As we can show, we'll reload this because it will save to the database. Okay, now when we have to select this, yeah, it's working cool. But one more I need to add here, like scenario, when the state is approved, right? When the state is approved, then show this. Okay, one more thing I need to add here. When the, I'll just first I will just write here, because okay, I will write here, when the state, yes, state is approved, then show the congratulation field. Okay, this one. Okay, so I'm just creating a new UI policy again. UI policy. Okay, this is a new one. So in which particular table? So this one is on credit card, right? And this is also visible or hidden field. Okay, to make visible true, to make visible congratulation field when state or maybe state or approval, I will give approval is approved. Okay, approved, then it should show, right? And condition will be like state is approved, or state is approved, or approval is approved, then it will run this UI policies. Now I have given the condition and I'm just saving the form. Right, I have submitted the form, and in the UI policy actions, see, in the UI policy action, I'm creating a new one, and the field will be congratulations approved credit card, visible true when it is approved, right? And just submitting it the record, and we can check here once whether it has been done or not. Yes, it has been done perfectly. So this is the use case I have taken on the UI policy, guys. In the next video, we'll just I need to do from end to end. From we will use this SBIT credit card from UI policy, then we'll use client script, then we use business rule, then we use flow designer, then we go for catalog item. All the configuration we will do this on this SBIT credit card. So please like and subscribe, and on so guys, on this next Friday, on coming Friday, I will release part 2 on the client script. We'll use client script to modify this SBIT credit card. Okay, so stay tuned and please like and subscribe. Thank you. Bye. Take care.